What's up, guys? Today is July 24th, and this is your Swing Weekly Recap for the week of July 19th. I'm Jimmy, also known as Jumanji1776. I'm one of the moderators at Option Goats Trading LLC. We are just a chat room on the Discord server. Here is our website, Option Goats Trading right here. If you click this link right here, this will take you to the Discord server. For the free chat, you would get just the free chat, and I do share one of my trade ideas every now and then. With the OG Prime membership, you do get the Prime chat, the OG education, any kind of trade ideas that we share from us, from the members, and also our OG Flowbot from Tradedics. If you haven't heard of Tradedics and you use Options Fanbot, Tradedics just partnered with Options Fanbot to become more well known, and I think that just expresses how big Tradedics is and how devoted that guy is. And yeah, he's our bot provider, and I'll show more. I'll show examples of that as well. So, alrighty, so let's get out of here, and then don't forget to like and subscribe at the bottom right of the channel, right down here. There should be a green box. Just hit that, and it'll subscribe you to the channel. Check out our other videos that we have. So I just recently made a credit spread crash course. Somebody had requested me to make a credit spread tutorial type video, and I said, you know what? I've been making these crash courses. The very first video is a debit spread crash course, which I made like almost a year ago. And then I made just a technical analysis video on the SPY and the 50 and 200 SMA. And then I made a credit spread crash course. So I think I'm going to keep going with that video. I think I'm going to ask more folks to see if that's what they want to do. You know, if maybe I make a crash course on iron condors, or maybe another credit spread crash course number 2, or just a tutorial on just options in general. You know, I'm going to ask the chat these coming weeks and see what they would want the video to be. If you're watching this video, our email is actually at the bottom of of our page. You can put your name, your email, the subject, and a message. You don't even have to be a member of the chat. If there's something that maybe you want to hear about, or you're like, hey, I don't know anything about options, you should make something on just options, you know, just shoot us a message, and you know, I probably would do it. So awesome, my guys. All right, so let's check this out. I think that's it for that. Okay, so here's the Discord server. Like I said, if you click on that link, it will take you to our Discord server. Here's our Option Goats Trading banner. Prime chat is what you would get. So if you only have the free chat, you would only get just this chat right here, the general chat, which is where everybody, anybody can message in that one. That's the only thing that you have free if you're in the free chat. If you unlock the paid chat, which is either $60 a month, but if you use the code SPRING30, that's spring 30, all lowercase, and 30, you would be able to get, instead of 60 bucks per month, you'd be paying only 30 bucks a month for 3 months. So make sure to use that code. We're just going to keep that sale going. Okay, so like I said, if you have the paid chat, you'd be able to see my trade ideas that I share. This past week, I had quite a few trades. I wasn't planning on trading as much as I did, and you know what? I feel pretty good about some of the plays that I'm going to go over with you. Had some plays last week that we were able to close out for good profits this past Monday, and then just placing some of our shorts during the week. Warren Buffett also shares his trading ideas, and so does Faded. This past week was pretty hot, and we had a pretty good amount of call outs. We also had a pretty good amount of people making either day trades or swing trades, long-term trades, or anything like that. So if you have the paid chat, this is basically what you're paying for right here, is the Flowbot. Like I said, this guy is called Tradedics. So for instance, if you're a scalp trader, you can use the scalp bot, and it tells you the symbol, the entry position, target, stop loss, potential profit, tells you which contract, which expiration, what the strike. It literally tells you everything. It tells you what kind of scalp it is. So it's either a reversal or it's a continuation, and it'll either be a bullish or bearish continuation or reversal. So repeated flow, this one just tells you, you know, all the repeated option orders that are coming through the option flow. Bullseye bot, so this is what the AI makes. It can tell you, you know, that's one. It feels that the BE, KE, BEKE 30 put, you know, is getting a lot of volume, which it is. Wow, that is a lot of volume. Tells you AI confidence, and you can take that trade if you'd like. It spits out, same with the scalping bot, repeated flow, and the bullseye bot. This spits out about 20 to 50 call outs a day. So you can use that. We also have crypto signals, crypto breakouts, and then just your old-fashioned large sweeps, block trades, analyst upgrades, and then breaking news bot insider trading. If you're a member, make sure to post your trades in member trades, and you'll be entered for the weekly Hall of Fame, which I will announce at the end of this video. So let's get started. So first, let's make sure we go over the profits page. We had a good amount of people making money this week. My gosh, that was a lot of fun to see. A lot of folks making green this week. So let's see. So here is, okay, there's a 16th. All right, so here's a 19th. So we got out of ACN. I'll go over that trade. We got out of ACN really good, actually. So I'll go over that trade as well. Warren Buffett, always killing it. He has a PEP call, made 106 bucks there. He made 510 bucks on SPY. Looks like a SPY put he had. SPKS, he made 44 bucks on that. We were green on the Roku. We were up, we doubled more than our money on UNH and out on the ACM trade when we finally exited. 105 bucks on Moderna on Warren Buffett. And then it looks like he also made a good amount of money on puts. Again, he's day trading the next day. Warren Buffett's a day trader, so a lot of these callouts aren't called out, but he does share a lot of the trades that he's going into. Goldman Sachs, 32%. IBM making, let's see, 216% return on that one. Nice trade there. Update on USO. Nice trade, Warren Buffett. We had IWM for what we opened on Tuesday. And then let's see, Warren Buffett making on GS, 130 bucks right there. On shares, looks like he made 302% on NURO shares. Nice job there. Lee Sprinkles coming out of the woodworks here on Apple. Green on ADSK, Square, and Apple. Nice job there, Liddy. That is super, super cool. Hope you're doing well. Sorry about your Padres. Doesn't look like it'll make the playoffs, but hey, maybe next year. I was really rooting for them this year. So Nas, he's about to have a breakout on his portfolio. I like it. Then comes, oh, I was just holding this trade for full profit. Wasn't a big trade, but it was green. So let's see. So Warren making 75 bucks right there. Making 181 bucks right there on BX. Let's see, it makes 1,300 bucks on DPZ on Domino's. You get 314 bucks on BX again, showing that one. And then 704 bucks on Baba. Nice. Pickle Rick. Oh my gosh, this is so freaking cool that he had this trade. This dude called, well, you know what? I'm gonna go more on this trade later. So I'll get into that in just a second, or at the end of the video. So Snap, looks like Thick and Nasty made some money on Snap. Put in 45 bucks, came out with $271. That is awesome. Fuzzy made 40 bucks right here on his Facebook spread. Warren Buffett coming back with the MasterCard $324 return, and then also making 370 bucks on Roku. Nice job there, Warren. 1,200 bucks back on Roku. Nice job there. And then Nas coming back out saying that it broke out. It looks like his portfolio did break out on Friday. So awesome. Wow. Warren, Nas, Liddy, Pickle Rick, Thick and Nasty, and myself both all had some really good weeks. So let's go over some of the swing trades that we had this week. So okay, so this was last week. Let's see, so 261, 262. I might have gone over that one last week. Let me see. So that was for 716. So did we let that one expire from Max Profit? Let's see. Let's pull up our handy dandy chart. I'm pretty sure I might have already talked about that play last week, but I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna see what it looks like on the chart. For those of you that have never watched my videos, I don't use Thinkorswim. I actually use TradingView. I really like how I can customize the way TradingView works. Now I have the top Premier plan, which is like $500 a year. That comes with 400 alerts. So for instance, I just added a channel called Jimmy's Alerts right down here in this channel, and all of the alerts that I have in my trading view comes out in this video. So for instance, this list of alerts that I have here, wow, only 135. Wow, I'm lacking. I'm like, they go off and I just reset them usually, but I need to get more on there. So I usually have like 300. And sometimes I'm just maxed out on it, which is kind of the way I like to keep it. Okay, so going to swing trades, let's go to Qs. Okay, so this one was last week, so 716, 16. Oh yeah. So we did. Okay, so here was our NASDAQ that we grabbed last Friday. Oh, I didn't even grab one yesterday. Dang it. You know what? That's okay. So we sold 361, bought the 362. We sold it for 52 premium, and our max loss was $48. It looks like on July 16th, which was last Friday. It looks like NASDAQ came down and it came back down again. So we collected the full $52 premium. So we got $100 credit come this past Monday. So, all right, so let's go to ACN. So what did we do with ACN? So ACN was the stock. Let's go back a little bit to the daily. This is a major bullish stock, right? So let's go through some of this stock real quick. So here's a support, right? Broke through the support, short, down, 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 down. Well, that's COVID, but down, 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 and then when we came up to new highs, I wanted to short this thing, and it looks like, see, this was on 712. So what we did was we sold the 310, which is this red line right here, and then we bought the 312.50 line, which is this red line right here. It was the 723 expiration, which was yesterday. The premium that we collected was 121 bucks. Our max loss was 129. So this was on the 12th that we placed this trade. So it was right here, it was right in the middle of the range. Now it broke out again. I held the spread, and then the next day we came down pretty hard where we dropped to 307 and 308. We were able to come out with profits on this one, which shows, let's see where it is. Here we go. So there's ACN, right? So here's ACN. Made 33% on that trade. That one came out really well, so we're really happy about that one. That one I felt really good about. You know, I'm going into next week. I have a couple of trades which I'm going to go over that I feel pretty good about. So PEP, this one did not work out very well. This one we had to bite the bullet. So my reasoning for it was really not that bad. They had just had earnings. It was a really good earnings. Regardless of earnings, look how every time in earnings it pops, comes back down, pops down, pops down, pops, goes lower, pops down, pops, but does not go down. So my reasoning on this one was that it was going to come back down like every earnings, and plus it's PepsiCo, so it's always going to come back down at some point. This was the one case that it did not come back down. So we sold the 150 call and bought the 152 call for a premium of 145. Our max loss was 107 bucks. Our premium was pretty high. So, you know, it's not like we collected 100 and our max loss was 150. So am I like that mad about it? No. Was it a good trade? Not really. Did I do my due diligence? Should I have waited? You know, there's nothing really I would regret about this trade. I mean, it just went parabolic after earnings, and I wasn't expecting that. You know, if I had to change at least one thing, it probably would have been I should have cut it maybe the next day when I still had time, and I would have not had to eat the full 107. I could have just ate the 50. So that's just one of those trades. I even said it in the trade idea, it's very risky because it was immediately after ER. So I knew the risk, I knew the trade, I knew the possibilities, didn't work out the way I wanted to. Had I waited till it hit 155, I still wouldn't have been okay, especially even on the day that it below 155. So it is what it is. So let's go to UNH. This was a good trade. So we're looking at UNH. We're buying the put vertical call spread. And we're buying the three. Oh, let's get rid of this for a second. There we go. Alrighty, so let's see. What did we do here? So I was bearish on UNH. I grabbed the 370. Let's go down here. Here we go. We bought the 370 put and we sold the 360 for 820. Did I have a lot of time on this one? Absolutely. Did I really think UNH was going to go all the way down to 360, 370? No. I just wanted to flip this $24 into something that that I'd be able to, just bring out some money on that one. But so on this day, on the day that we came down pretty hard, it was from 421 to 406. So UNH went from a $24 spread to a 75, almost a $75 spread. Okay, so it was like 68, 69 bucks. Excuse me. And we came out pretty well on that trade. Had I go back, I should have bought two. I usually keep my position size at 50 bucks. I don't know why. I wanted to keep that one at 25. Either way, we came out with 150% profit. We exited the next day, so it ended up being a good entry, a good exit. The market came down when it should have. Same with ACN. ACN, we were down for quite a bit for some time. But in the end, we were able to come out, 80 bucks collectively on both of those trades. So really like that one. IWM. So on this one, this was immediately after the day the market came down pretty hard, which was this day right here. How we this is the Russell 2000. We came down pretty hard on July 19th, and this is actually the day we exited the UNH and the ACN trade. Now, I took the profits on both of those trades and I looked at IWM. Let's zoom out on IWM. If you don't trade IWM, you need to. This is a really good stock to trade, just because this stock doesn't really follow the indices. It kind of consolidates and moves in its own way. So except for July 19th, that was the day we were really red, but the market's been just going up and up and up, and this thing has just been consolidating, which makes it really easy to sell spreads. So I saw it dip below my 210 line down here, and it almost touched my alert at 208.83. In fact, I need to change this to 209 even. Okay, let's change this one too. Let's keep them all even, shall we? So 230. Nice. Okay, nice. Look at that, even numbers. Okay, so we came down here, we cashed out like 80 bucks. I couldn't tell if the market was going to be going down or if it was going back up. So that's why that was also part of the reason why I exited UNH and ACN, because ACN had been red most of the days. Anyways, I thought, you know what? Every time it comes down to this level on IWM, it pops back up. I put just 25 bucks in. You might say, like, Jim, that's so small. It's like, yeah, but you know what? That's kind of what I felt comfortable with doing that with. I wasn't trying to do a big trade. I wasn't trying to make a lot of money. Just wanted to double my money, right? So put 25 bucks in right here that I sold. Let's go back to the call. So I sold the 212 50 put, and then I bought the 212 put. So max risk was 24 bucks, max reward was 26. It closed at 219, and this was for the 723 expiration. So I ended up collecting the full profit of 24 bucks when it closed yesterday. So on come Monday, I'm going to get the full credit of $50. There's another thing with these credit spreads. When it takes your collateral of $25, you don't immediately get that money right away, right? Because when the spread expires worthless, I collect the full profit, right? And I would get my money back the Monday after. There's something about that I don't have that buying power yet, which I'm okay with. Invest in my future self for my future spreads that I want to do. So I don't know, just was reflecting on that this past week, and I really, wanted to mention that in here. Okay, so here's our next trade that we had. This one we didn't close. This one we still have. This one I really like, as well as the next three that I have after this. Well, minus net, because that one's not. Well, okay. So Morgan Stanley, sell the call vertical spread. We're selling the 94. Yeah, we're selling the 94, and then we're buying the 95. Expiration is 8/6, right? So we have until, let's see, 8/6 right there. We have some time. Right now it came up We collected a premium of $45. Our max loss is 55. I really like this 94 resistance level. I mean, if we go all the way back, it's bounced 1, couldn't, 2, and it popped over right now, but we're back between 94 and 95. Do I know the stock's gonna go up or down? I have no idea. But look how I positioned my spread at the very, very top of everything. If it continues to go up, I'm gonna lose. But am I really gonna be mad about that? I mean, am I gonna be mad about that? I couldn't be happier with the entry that I have on this thing because I used 94 as a resistance. Worst comes to worst, and we end up in between 94 and 95, and I just get my money back on 8.6. I also think that we have enough time on this one since it goes all the way. So we have next week and then the week after. So we have 2 weeks until it gets to August 6th. I'm feeling pretty good about this trade. I really, really like it. Banks aren't looking weak, but banks like to consolidate. So that's why I wanted to short the top of Morgan Stanley. So, all right, so let's look at net. So this one is not, this net kept going after I shorted it, but let's go over it. So I'm selling the 112 call and then buying the 113 call at 8.6 expiration. So same expiration as Morgan Stanley. We still have some time. I mean, if the stock goes to 120, I mean, we're probably not going to get our money back on this one. If it actually, you know what plan is, if it gets to 120 next week, we should probably just exit the trade and just take the 50% loss. Especially if it's 45 bucks. I mean, 20 bucks goes a long way. Do I think it's going to come back down if it hits 120? No. If it stays under 120, we still have a shot. You know, this is one of those stocks that it's highly motivated by the NASDAQ, obviously, because it's a cloud stock. Am I mad about the positioning of it? No, I just didn't think it was going to keep going. I mean, if we look at this on the daily, look how many times it hits highs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times it hits highs and comes back down. So I really do think net is going to come back down. Is it going to come back down to 112 before August 6th? That's the $1 million question. So we will find out in the coming weeks. This one I'm definitely watching. I have a pretty good feeling that we're going to have a big gap up or gap down on Monday, depending on this Delta variant or depending on if the market wants to go bull. So, you know, that's going to be interesting to watch as well. But yeah, that's net. So that the last trade that we had is going to be on ABBV, and I'm bullish on the long term on ABBV. It's just in the past, I've always watched ABBV, and it's one of those stocks like a pharmaceutical, like Pfizer, not Moderna, because Moderna's gone totally parabolic now. But ABBV is one of those stocks that just likes to consolidate. So when it hits a range, I really like to short it. So, you know, I went a little safe on this one, and I got a little time. So the play that I did was I sold the. Let's see if I can get this. Here we go. Let's go to the daily. There we go. Okay. So, and you can see them in my lines right here. This right here. So we sold the 119 call and then we bought the 120 call. It was for 8:20 expiration. So we have a pretty good amount of time. And what I'm basically looking for in this trade, kind of like the other ones, is I'm looking for it to touch back down at the, yeah, about 115. If it gets to 115, we can surely get out of this trade for most of the money that we put in. So I sold both of them for 44 bucks. Now, Jim, why did you do that? It's not 50 bucks. Like, well, if you look at the spread, I sold these spreads above the stock. You know, I sold them above the stock. Therefore, a theta is going to affect them more so, especially if they come back down. So if it hits 115 and we're like August 12th or 13th, we're gonna be able to collect most of that back up, you know, at least 50 to 60% of the trade, which is basically what I want. You know, it does have earnings in the coming weeks. I don't think that it never has like a blowout earnings, or at least if it does, it comes back down. It'll definitely be interesting to watch it, but I think we've placed this spread in a really good spot. I mean, if we look at this trade, it's hit up here before 3 times, but it's never overcame it after the fact. So I feel like the 119, 120 is a really strong resistance for ABBV. I really like this trade. It lasts until August 20th. So the max loss is 120. or excuse me, 112, and the max premium that I can lift is 88 bucks. I plan on holding this for quite some time, but come Monday, if we gap down, ABBV comes down, and then even earnings brings it lower, then yeah, I'm probably going to close it at that point. So that's basically the trades that we had. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4. I had 4 trades that I had this week, 2, one of which I closed the same week, and then I closed another trade from last week. So I feel pretty good about those trades. Let's see, I don't think there's anything else. Oh, one last thing. I do need to pick the Hall of Fame winner for this week, and I am going to pick, let's see if I can find him. Here we go. So to give a little backstory on this one, here's a call out that from a bullseye bot. So this is the bullseye bot. This is one of the plays that our bot makes, right? A bullseye bot. So let's go over this trade. So the symbol was TAL. The strike is $10. Expiration 8/20. The put, buying the put 3,500 right here. We're buying AI confidence study 66, not the highest, but you know, it gives you a good idea. It looks like it was 275 bucks at the time. If you're a member, you can click on this link right here, and it will take you to the history of that trade. So, or was it that one? Hold on a second, let me make sure. No, it was this one. Here we go. This one here. The 17.5 put 820. Asking was 135. The volume was 8,000. The OI is 51,000. Wow, that's crazy. If I click on this link right here, if you're an OG Prime member, you can click on this link. You go to the link, and it'll tell you what the max profits, max loss was. This trade ended up being 767% return. And because of the China sanctions, so really it was really good timing. But at the same time, still, I mean, the bullseye bot called out a really good fire call right here, and basically gapped down from 16 to $8. One of our traders, or not our traders, one of our members, Pickle Rick, slept in this day while he had the position, and as you can see on his trade, he made $775. So he paid 135 for it and made 775 on that one trade. So Pickle Rick, you followed the bullseye bot, so you win the Hall of Fame. Good job on winning the Hall of Fame this week. Awesome job. There's proof that there was a bullseye bot. You followed it, obviously, by exactly the strike and by exactly everything. You even got filled at the exact same call out on this thing and came out with major profits. So that's what I'm talking about when I say our bot provider is really awesome. There's those kinds of call outs every day. You just have to find them. So congratulations, Pickle Rick. You're going to win the Hall of Fame. You'll be entered for the monthly Hall of Fame, where one of the 4 winners is going to win 50 bucks. So again, guys, this wraps it up for the video. Make sure to check out our website right here, Option Goats Trading. Use the code SPRING30, which gets you 50% off for 3 months. So you paid $30 for 3 months, and then don't forget to hit like and subscribe at the bottom right of this corner. Thank you guys for watching this video. Have a great day, and we will see you next week.